Right now, everything you do online takes a path. You tap a link, and your request leaves your home, crosses the internet, and lands on some company's computer far away. For most of that trip, other people can watch. A VPN doesn't make you vanish. It changes the path your traffic takes and who gets to see it. So what is it really doing back there? Let's follow a normal request. Say you open Google. Your phone sends that request to your home router, the little box that gives you Wi-Fi. From there, it travels to your internet provider, the company you pay every month. They pass it along until it reaches Google's computers. Google answers, and the reply comes back the same way. It works. But notice one thing. Your internet provider sits in the middle of every single trip and can see where you're going. A VPN adds one new stop. First, you install a small app and connect to a VPN server, another computer run by a VPN company, or sometimes your workplace. Between your device and that server, the app builds a protected path called a tunnel. Now your request to Google doesn't head straight out. It goes into the tunnel first. And inside that tunnel, everything is locked, scrambled, so anyone watching just sees noise. Picture mailing a sealed box. You put your real letter inside a locked box, then drop that locked box into a plain outer envelope. The outer envelope says only one thing: deliver this to the VPN server. Anyone handling it along the way, including your internet provider, can read that outer envelope, so they know you're using a VPN. But the locked box inside? They can't open it. They can't see where you're really going or what you're saying. The tunnel ends at the VPN server. There, your request is unlocked and sent on to Google. And here's the quiet twist. Google doesn't see your home. It sees the VPN server. So the address Google writes down is the server's, not yours. If that server sits in another country, that's the location the website thinks you're in. Google's reply travels back to the server, back through the tunnel, and your app unlocks it. You see the page. Same result, different path. Two details worth knowing. When you type a name like google.com, your device first has to look up its real address, like checking a phone book. A VPN can send that lookup through the tunnel too, so your provider doesn't see it, but only if it's set up that way. And some VPNs let you split the road. Work traffic through the tunnel, everything else the normal way. That's handy. Just remember, whatever you leave outside the tunnel is exposed again. This is why so many companies rely on VPNs. Imagine an app that lives only inside the office network, never on the open internet. From home, you normally can't reach it. But connect through the company's VPN, and your laptop acts as if it's sitting in the office, safely reaching those private systems from your kitchen table. So a VPN gives you three things. It locks your traffic up to the server. It hides your real address from the sites you visit. And it can connect you into a private network. But it is not an invisibility cloak. Your traffic still leaves that server and reaches the internet. Only now the VPN company can see it, instead of your provider. You haven't erased trust. You've simply moved it. So the real question isn't just, am I hidden? It's, who do you trust to sit in the middle?